Hello everyone, this is Justin with Green Residential. This is the third video in a series I'm making. I'm taking a kitchen sink and I'm setting it up pretty much from scratch for the most part. In the first video, I installed an outlet for the garbage disposal and for the dishwasher. In the second video, I installed a basket strainer for the sink where the sink basin connects to the drain. And in this video, I'm going to install a garbage disposal. So if this is all new to you, stick around and by the end of this video, hopefully you should have a good idea of how to install a garbage disposal. Now, the type of garbage disposal I'm installing today is a very common one, so odds are you may have this type. So let's get started. This is the connection that connects the garbage disposal to the basin of the sink. It's actually comprised of several different parts, and it even includes a cardboard washer that goes on the underneath side of the sink. You're going to want to disassemble this. I would start by unscrewing or substantially loosening the 3 screws. They're Phillips screws, so you can have some room to disassemble it. There is a ring, a steel ring at the base of this that will need to be pried off. So with a flathead screwdriver, you can kind of pry it off, and that will allow the thing to come apart. So once you've taken that part off, the top part slides into the sink basin. Of course, you're going to need to put a rope of plumber's putty, which I discussed in the previous video. And on the underneath side of the sink, there's that cardboard washer, and there's that plate that goes on behind the cardboard washer. So first the cardboard washer, and then that plate, and then once that plate will sit on top of the screws. So the screws will tighten against that plate, and it's all held in place by that ring. Once you have the connection in place, you're going to need to reinstall that steel ring. It's going to be challenging. You may need the help of a friend to help hold things in place while you focus on getting that steel ring into that groove. It's going to take a little bit of pulling that ring apart so it can get around the base part of the connection until it snaps into its groove. So here we have the ring. It's been snapped into place, and the connection for the garbage disposal is installed. All that's left is to tighten it. So I start just by simply screwing the screws in by hand, and I do this evenly. I go around and screw each screw in a little bit at a time. My goal here is to increase the pressure evenly across the entire connection. While we're doing this, we're also pushing out any excess plumber's putty, and that will ooze out at the top part, and it'll also ooze into the under portion of the connection, which is fine. Once it gets too difficult to do by hand, I use a Phillips screwdriver to continue to tighten it all the way. I want this connection nice and tight. You can see the plumber's putty that has oozed out at the top. That'll simply just be removed. Now, this is the dishwasher connection point on the garbage disposal, and if you have a dishwasher that's going to connect to this, you're going to need to remove that plastic seal that's in there. It's a piece of plastic, and you just simply get a flathead screwdriver and tap it out with a hammer. Make sure to get that plastic piece, as you can see I'm holding it right there, out of the garbage disposal, because once you tap it, it'll fall into the garbage disposal. So remove it from the garbage disposal. Next, we'll install the electrical. A garbage disposal does not come with a cord, so you may need to purchase a cord for a garbage disposal. They have kits that they sell at most big box stores like Home Depot or Lowe's, and it comes with a cord, 2 wire nuts, and a clamp to hold the cord in place. The clamp is important. This is the cover to the electrical compartment. To remove it, simply undo the Phillips screw, and the cover will remove. Inside, you'll find a black wire, which is a hot wire, a white wire, which is a neutral wire, and you'll also find a green screw, which is where you connect the ground for the cord. So take one of the cord wires and attach it to the hot with a wire nut. Same with the neutral. Take the other cord, attach it to the neutral. Make sure the wire nuts are screwed on nice and tight. Both wires are tight. And then you also want to make sure you put the clamp in place before you put the cord in. Simply remove the nut off the clamp, screw the clamp into the housing of the garbage disposal, and tighten the screws that hold the cord in place. Make sure to attach the green wire from the cord to the green screw. Also make sure that all your connections are proper. You want good, strong connections. I usually tug on each of the wires going into the wire nuts to make sure that there's no loose connections. Sometimes you may think you got it tight, but if you tug on it, it'll come out. You don't want that to happen. You want a good, strong connection. Once it's all connected, you can put the lid back on and screw it down. And finally, we install the garbage disposal to the connection on the sink basin. To do that, you simply align all 3 tabs of the garbage on the garbage disposal with the tracks on the connection to the sink. And you just, once you got them all aligned, you simply twist and bring it back as far as you can. In the next video, we'll be installing the drains for the garbage disposal and for the sink hookup. Have a great day and bye for now.